a few wildflowers and all kinds of natural stuff, and let's get on with the photos, please. Okay, there's Mayor Lioneld Jordan, and he's talking to us about Fayetteville's new piece of the Frisco Trail. He was officially opening that day. Had a nice crowd, and everybody had a good time, and Fayetteville truly is a bicycle-friendly town. But we're not altogether a tree-friendly town, at least not our SWEPCO guys. They just took a bunch of big trees out you saw on South College Avenue. Well, that's a riparian zone photo, and that's Mr. John Gray. He's running for U.S. Senate, and he's made a hit with people on the debates, but we don't know that he's got the clout to get enough votes to beat either the Democrats or the Republicans, but he's got ideas that both of them need to listen to. That's Fayetteville High School's new ground. They've dug out where the Bates School was, and in the background you see a building being torn down, and you saw the Trail of Tears sign on your right. That's David Whitaker. He's running for U.S. Congress against the mayor of Rogers. David used to be the assistant city attorney of Fayetteville for nearly 8 or 9 years there, almost, yeah. Anyway, that's the building coming down right off Martin Luther King. It's the old grain elevator, part of the co-op system there. Okay, we're looking at a lot of tiny aster flowers this week, and there's star-shaped asters, and that particular one has a lot of blooms together and some pretty big leaves, and that's why you're seeing that slide twice. Now you can see the large leaves. That's pretty unusual for these tiny late blooming asters, and there are many species, and blooming this time of the year means they help the monarch butterflies who are migrating. Now there's a tiny purple. It looks like a vine there, but the flowers actually look like the mist flower, so I'm not certain what that was. And it didn't bloom until late October. If you like insects, and a lot of us do, there's a camouflaged spider. He's on gray upholstery or whatever, and quite interesting character. Last year we were showing pictures of the destruction, the big hole they dug for the county courthouse, Washington County, Arkansas Courthouse, and they're getting a lot done. They're well along with building the parking deck, the new parking deck. So we look forward to this being completed and people not having to walk up there from several blocks away or ride a bus or something. But they are making progress. We showed the holes in the ground at one time, and we've shown the pilings being put in and so forth. Okay, people on the square, faces from the Fayetteville Square on Saturday. That would have been Saturday the 3rd, and there are some others, and of course we're actually recording this on the 25th of October 2010. So a lot of familiar faces down there, and you can go online at aubreyshepherd.blogspot.com, as you see on the screen, and find more pictures from all these categories and some others, plus a lot of photos on my Flickr site. So we have a site on there for Fayetteville Square and South Fayetteville's Town Branch neighborhood, where you'd see more about that big building being destroyed down in the agricultural zone. Now here are some late blooming asters, and notice the leaves on those are real long and narrow. Okay, David Whitaker, here's our political thing, committed to protecting Social Security. He promises to protect the current level of benefits for seniors, to make sure all taxpayers contribute fairly, to stop Washington from spending from the trust fund, and never to vote to raise the retirement age. That's concerning a lot of people lately, because people have to wait well past 65 now, to start getting the so-called full amount, and that amount's never enough, but we all need it, and no one, even a smart investor, can be sure he won't need Social Security someday. So I paid into it starting when I was 13 years old, paid until I quit working at 66 years old, and the check's just not that big. That monarch butterfly was born in my bedroom this morning, the 25th, and has been released to fly south to Mexico. Till next time, this is Aubrey Shepherd asking you to do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure, and the woods green. See ya.